angry. It's okay.
I'm not angry. Except when you keep repeating, you're angry. And that shit's fucking annoying. Like a fucking gnat at a barbecue. Just bugging the fuck out of me.
Good. I want you to say, I'm angry. It's okay. I'll process my anger. I love myself. Woozah.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
And boom, we're back. Episode 20. Happy Halloween. It is Halloween right now. You guys know I took off last week. I was like, you know what? I want to save episode 20. I want to do wait for Halloween and to see what happens after my Halloween competition, so I can talk about that. And and plus I needed more time to come up with different things. So it's Halloween right now. I'm excited. Going trick-or-treating right after this. But, by the time you guys see this on Wednesday, blah, 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 it's already over. But let's talk about Halloween, all right? I'm just coming off the Halloween competition at my job, which your boy won first place. Now, if you've been listening, you've been one of these loyal listeners, it was like, I don't know, maybe 7 episodes back, and I said, I already knew my Halloween costume, and I knew I was going to win. But we're going to talk about that a little later. But let me first tell you what I am. If you're not watching this, I am Cruella Eville. I kind of mixed the Cruella from my time, my era, with the new Cruella. Because, the inspiration for the costume, I watched the new Cruella, and I was like, damn, I like this. Emma Stone, she killed it. And she did like this, there was this one where she had this, she had several outfits throughout the movie, but there was one, she had the future across her face, and I was like, yo, that is perfect for me, and that's why I told you guys a couple episodes back, I was like, I already know what I was going to be for Halloween months ago. So as soon as I saw that movie, I was like, yep, I'm going to be this. So whenever that movie came out, that's how you know the thing. And I was like, you know what, and I'm going to kill it. When I walked in the office, I was super confident. I was like, you know what? I got this in the bag. Ain't nobody beating me. There's certain, let me see. There's certain competitions that I've been in, and like there's some that I was like, yeah, no one's beating me. But this one, I got scared last minute. But let me talk about the years prior, because right now your boy's Thanos. Right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm Thanos. I've collected so much fucking Halloween W's, Halloween W's. I got the fucking gauntlet right now. I'm Thanos. I'm fucking Halloween's Thanos. So I've collected so many first places, and there was one. If you guys don't know, I did the genie. I'll post that up so you guys see when I was the genie. When I did that, I'm like, there's certain ones where I'm super confident. When I did the genie, I was like, nobody's beating this. I was like, the way I looked, I was like, nobody's beating this. And I was like, if somebody even comes close to beating this, I was going to do a performance. I was going to do the whole, Aladdin performance. And I'm like, if I don't win by the look, I'm going to win by the performance, right? And same thing with this Cruella costume. When I walked in, I'm like, okay, I think I got this, right? And then, you got my coworkers were all in my head, and they were even posting stuff, appreciate the love, by the way. And they were like, oh, you won. They saw me and they were like, oh, you won, right? But then there was one I saw, man, and I haven't felt like this in a while, and it's probably good that I felt like this, It's probably good to start getting, scared again, like, oh, I might not win. So there was a sales guy. He came in and as Sting, the wrestler, if you guys don't know who that is, I'm going to post it. And he looked badass. He actually killed it. And I was like, ooh. When I saw him, I was like, you know what? I might lose this one. I got a little nervous. I was like, this is going to be a toughie. But, performance-wise, I killed it because, we had a parade around the whole office. And my office is 2 floors. So we paraded around the whole office. And, I knew that was like my time to shine. I'm like, listen, if the office is thinking, oh, it's close, I was like, I got to make sure they know I'm the winner. So I was, parading around the office. But first of all, if you don't know, I'll post a picture of this. I was wearing these heels. I don't know if they're 3 inches to 4 inches. There was some, there's some height in them heels. I was wearing these heels, so it's very hard for me to walk in these heels because your boy don't walk in heels. So I had to learn how to walk in these heels. But right, so I was like, I gotta sell the performance. So when I was walking around, I knew everybody was gonna be quiet and everybody was just gonna walk and just turn around. I was saying things, I was fucking twerking, I was doing anything I could where people remember, like, you know what? I don't want them to be like, you know what? It's between these two and these two. I just wanted to be a clear winner, right? So I'm walking around the office, I'm twerking, I'm like, I'm trying to do my best Cruella voice, which was awful. I was like, vote Cruella, vote Cruella, vote Cruella, and I'm doing stupid shit. And when I got to the second floor, I started twerking, and I just heard this just whole crowd of laughter, and I'm like, you know what? I think I got this. Even though the other guy has a great costume, and I think we'll be neck and neck, I was like, I got this now, right? So we're sitting. They didn't give results until like 3:30 or something. So everybody's just sitting and waiting to hear the results, right? And then I actually had to go to a meeting. So when I got out of the meeting, I got hair in my face. When I got out of the meeting, people just looked at me, and I was like, "Oh, I won." People looked at me and smiled, and that's like, yeah, I knew I won. They were like, and as soon as I got to my computer, they're like, "Oh, you won." I was like, "Yes, I won. I won." And it was crazy because there was I told you guys before, like in the work episode, we go in there a lot of times, and a lot of people don't talk. There's so much people in that damn building. A lot of us don't even know each other. We don't talk. I was like, now I feel like I know the whole building now, or the whole building knows me now. So I know a lot of, I think, friends are gonna come out of this because a lot of people hit me back. I went to my desk. A lot of people, sending me messages and emails like, "Hey, you're this," and all these nice words. I mean, a lot of people were super nice, and appreciate it a lot. Even on when I posted this, I posted a video. Oh, God damn, I got the fucking hair in my face. If you're not watching this, the fucking white and black is going into my eyes, and I can't see shit. Anyway, yeah, even when I posted a video of me and the fam, I was Cruella, of course, and I had the fam dressed as Dalmatians, and I did a video on that. In that video, I shot a while ago, and I was just sitting on it, and I was just like, waiting the right time to put it out, but I wanted to make sure at least, I did the competition first, because, it'd be good, like, hey, I won, and check this out, but, it was cool, man. I mean, I think it's finally, I say this every year. I say this every year if you know me, like when I do all this shit. I was like, I think it's time for me to retire, One of my friends from high school, he always, he's always showing support, and he's like, you know what? He's like, bro, his comment, he said, bro, you were the GOAT, meaning with the Halloween competitions and stuff and Halloween costumes. I thought that was super nice because, we don't really talk as much. We're not those type of friends where we talk like every day, But I'm glad hearing that from him. I thought that was really nice, and but yeah, I'm like, your boy, I think it's time for me to retire and let other people be crazy. Let other people be creative. I think it's time. Like, I won so many first place. I think it's time for me to just lay back. And do the corny costumes. I want to be the guy who comes in the old Frankenstein costume, just boring as shit. The old Dracula costume with the fucking, he always got that medallion thing. I was like, I think it's time for me to just lay back and do that. I might do that. I don't know. I said this 2 years ago. I was like, I'm done, man. I'm done because, I don't know what costume I did. It might have been the genie. It was just, it's a lot, it's a lot that you got to do, and I'm like, and especially if you're doing it at work, I have to wake up early in the morning. I have to do this and I have to make sure everything looks right. The hardest thing with the genie is, I had to glue a goddamn ponytail to the top of my head. So it was like, that took a while. And I also had to glue it into a way where, when I pull this shit off, it doesn't leave a fucking patch of skin that's peeled off. You know what I'm saying? So, I think it was after that I was like, all right, I'm done. And then this one, because right now, if you guys are watching this, I don't have the makeup I was wearing, but I'll post those pictures. But I had the future in black, the way Emma Stone did it, and that took a long time because I had to stencil out the letters, the future, then I had to put it on my face, and then I had to put the makeup on. I had to let it dry, and then put more makeup on so it got darker, and then I had to peel the letters off slowly. It was a lot. At the point where I was like, you know what? I had a moment where I was like, I'm not going into work. I'm not doing this. I was like, I can't. I was really about to quit on this, but I'm glad I didn't. But it was like, it's too much. And then I had to wear the heels. So like the next day I was like, ugh. Oh man, it felt good to like, no more prepping, no more worrying about how's it going to look. It's over. Your boy won. Happy about that. But yeah. So saying that now, I'm retiring. I'm say that here. I'm retiring from this Halloween shit. But I've said this before, and there's always something that's just like that sparks in me where I'm like, oh, I can win. Like when I saw the Cruella thing, I was like, oh, I could win. And it's so funny because I ran this through a few friends of mine, right? And it's so funny that the guy friends, the male friends. There was one when I walked in. One of my male colleagues, he looked at me. He was like, "Nah, bro. Nah, man. Nah, hell no, bro." And it always makes me laugh because they always have this like, "Yo, that's gay." They're like, "Hey, man, that's gay." I'm like, "Oh, it's Halloween, bro. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can dress however the fuck you want." If I was like, I want to be fucking a woman, an old man. If I want to be fucking Gumby, damn. Went old with that. No one's gonna know who Gumby is. Anyway, I'm like, you can do whatever you want. So he's just, he hit me with that, that's gay. And the guys normally do that. When they see me, I'm walking in heels. I got the, the wig on. I'm dressed as a girl. They're like, oh, you gay. That's gay. It's gay. And I'm just like, it's 2021, guys. You gotta fucking get over that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all in fun. Like, it was serious. Because I ran this by a friend, and he was like, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, my God, don't do it. And I'm like, why, man? I'm like, it's fun. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm fucking wearing this forever now. It's just like, it's Halloween. It's your time to do whatever the fuck you want. So I was like, let me try this, see what works. And I know I'm going to get laughs. And I sure as hell did. I got a bunch of laughs. And I knew I was. And God damn it. I forgot how it is to have hair. This fucking hair is all in my eye. But yeah, it's so fun. Like, and when the guys come up with me with that whole, yo, man, that's gay. Hey, man, that's gay. When they say that shit, I always flip it on them. Always flip it on them. I'm like, all right, man, I'm cool. I'm gay, right? And then, like, they'll talk about sometimes, like, there'll be a basketball player. Like, oh, yeah, you going to watch basketball? Yeah, that's not gay. It's a bunch of sweaty men running around chasing each other, trying to grab a ball. That's not gay. That doesn't sound kind of gay. They're all pressed up on again. One puts his arm on the back of the other one, has his hand kind of out, feels his back up, and then just jumps in his face. That's not gay? Or when they dunk on each other, one dunks on each other, and he has the tomahawk slam, boom, an NBA Jam dunk, and his nuts is in the other guy's face, and he loves it. He's screaming. He's like, ah! I'm like, yeah, that's not gay? Huh, guys? That's not gay? Baseball? They always touching each other's asses in baseball. That's not gay. So I always flip it on them. I'm like, oh, so you about to go watch some football, right? You about to watch, this guy put both his hands on a guy's ass to grab his ball. You're going to watch that? And then they're going to chase each other and jump on each other. And, you like that? Yeah, I put an end to all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just all good laughs, man. I'm doing this for laughs, and to win competitions. I know what it takes to win. Sometimes you got to go think outside the box. But yeah, it's just so funny when guys get like that. I'm like, okay, now I'm gay. So I'm gay for the rest of the year, according to all these men at work. I wear heels one day and put on a wig. I'm gay, so I'm like, all right, cool, man. I'll be that. Awesome. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, so your boy's gonna retire, and I hope I stay retired. Shit, I'm done. I'm done. Now, you know, a lot of people always tell me like every year I get this, right? So from I guess the 5 I won in a row, right? And these are different competitions too. For the 5 I won in a row, I always get, oh, you can't top this. Oh, you're never gonna be able to top this. How are you gonna top this next year? And I always do. And you know, people always think I want to retire because, you know, I can't think of anything else. I'm like, honestly, right now I'm thinking of one that I could do next Halloween. It's not even it's Halloween right now. I'm thinking of next Halloween I could do one, and I'm sure I'll win, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm seriously, I think I'm done with it. But it's been fun. It's been a good run. You know, collected a lot of money too. I thought it was gonna be more money, man. Like there was a rumor going around my office. It was like they were throwing out big money, and I'm like, ooh, you know, that makes you want to work harder. So I was like, ooh, big money. And it was $100 gift card. It's cool. It's cool. I mean, I thought it was gonna be like, you know, when they say big money, I'm thinking 500 plus. You know what I'm saying? When somebody says big money, I mean that was a rumor going around, but it was like big money. I'm thinking 500 plus, but it's cool, man. I'm glad it's over with. I'm glad it's over with. But yeah, so what else? Yeah, let me talk about more about the taking that break in between. I mean, I was like extremely busy, and I'm like, you know, did I have topics? Yeah, and I'm like, would have been better if I took a break, and you know, it was so crazy. I took off the one break. I took off one episode, and so much ideas came to my head that I couldn't even fucking like. I'll be in the car, like, and I'm driving. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta write this down. I'm like, this is good to talk about, and this is good to talk about, and I'm like, so I have a lot of episodes just from missing one week, you know, one episode really. Just from missing one episode, I got so much topics for like 3 or 4 other episodes. So I was like, you know, I guess I understand that now because I watch other podcasts and they have like these breaks that they do, and you know, I guess, you know, and it gives you a better show. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you have time to think of other things and more things, and shit you might have missed. You know, revisit other things. So, but yeah, I've came up with so much shit, and I'm like, what should I talk about on the Halloween one? But let me see. See, a lot of this other stuff doesn't fit the Halloween theme. But see what I would do with it. Halloween. Oh, here's a thing. Let me see. Can I do this one? Nah, I'm gonna wait on this one. You know what? So I was watching there was this concert going on. I was watching this concert, right? And I started noticing that like these concerts that you pay so much tickets for, I mean so much money for, like you really don't get anything out of it, right? Because you know, wifey wanted to go. If you know who Bad Bunny is, she likes Bad Bunny, and she wanted to go to a Bad Bunny concert. So I've been looking out, you know, whenever they come through, or whatever concert, anybody that I like, whenever they come through Atlanta, you know, I'm always on the search for them, you know, so I could get the tickets and check it out. And I was like listening to the last ones, and I was watching them because you know you could watch it in the old concerts. I'm like, you know, because I watch them just to see like where's the good seating. You know what I'm saying? I mean that's a secret, nobody know that, but cause yeah, sometimes you'll look at this fucking map on the Ticketmaster and you be like, oh, this looks like a good seat, and then you get there and there's a giant fucking pole in your way, and there's no point of you being there, right? So I was watching all these concerts, and I'm like, I started noticing something, and I'm like, and it was like Drake, and it was a lot of people I like. It was Drake, J. Cole, and who the fuck else was it? It was somebody else, and right? So I'm watching the concert, and I start noticing. I'm like, hey, why is the audience doing most of the singing or the rapping, and the fucking people who are supposed to be putting on the show aren't doing anything. They're not doing shit. And I'm like, what? Am I about to pay, $100 per ticket or maybe more now? Like $200 a ticket to watch somebody so I could finish the song. You ever see that? They'd be like, it was even a Drake concert, the Drake and J. Cole, whatever song they did together, right? So it was like, they were like, I'm too sexy for my, and then they put the mic to the audience, and the audience is singing the rest of the song, and then they'll be like, they'll say one word like I'm, and then the audience is doing the whole thing, and they're running around the fucking stage, they're dancing, and they're doing whatever, and then all I hear is the audience for 5 minutes. I don't even hear them. So I'm like, what are we paying for, people? Like, I'm not paying. I don't want to go to a fucking concert and I'm singing. If that's the case, if I'm going to this concert and I'm singing, hey, give me that money that's coming in. You know what I'm saying? I was watching this. I was like, wait. It was the Spanish singers. I'm not just singing out Drake and the J. Cole. It was Spanish singers. It was a whole bunch of other ones, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like the Spanish singers, they were even worse. They would say like not even a word. They'd be like, ah, da. They say like half a beat, and you're singing the whole fucking thing, and they're just running around. I'm like, oh my god. I was like, I'm in the wrong profession. I was like, shit. If I made a song, or fucking rapped a song, and did concerts, it'd be easy peasy. That's easy money. That's easy money right there. I just go to a concert and I'm like, yo, look at. And then you guys finish the song, and I'm like, and then you guys. I was really watching that. You guys pay attention to that. If you're going to concerts, just see how long you're singing compared to them. You know what I'm saying? See if it was worth the money. Because I'm like, it made me look at things different. I was about to buy this expensive, ticket to be in front so you could see and you could, hear them perform and shit. And then I'm like, I'm not paying this amount of money so I could fucking sing the song. I'm like, nah, no way. No way. It was so crazy how they get away with that shit. Now that I put your attention to that, just pay attention. Just see, you know what I mean? Or tell me the good ones, Because even I said, what was the last episode? That Doja Cat was popping up on all the TikToks for everything. I'm like, everybody was loving her. And I was even looking at that concert. I mean, she's dancing, that's a performance. Okay, I give you that. I mean, at least, that's cool. But then I was looking at how much time she sung, and it wasn't a lot. It was just, she was like, she was like, kiss me, and then nothing else. And then the audience isn't screaming the lyrics, and I'm like, oh, I wouldn't enjoy that. But that I don't know if you guys like that, but I sure as hell would have hated that. You know what I'm saying? But goddamn, this wig. That's another thing, man. This wig is. Can I take this fucking wig off? I mean, we got 8 minutes. Hold on, I'm taking this shit off. Ugh. If you're not watching, I just removed the wig because it was hurting my goddamn head. That was another thing, man. I came home the next day from wearing all this shit. Like, my feet were hurting, my head was hurting. I'm like, why is this wig? It feels like it's loose, right? When you put it on, because you got to put on like this skull cap. I didn't wear it, but you're supposed to put on this like skull cap thing. It looks like it's like a stocking. You put a stocking on, and you put the wig on, right? But for some reason, like during the day, I was sitting down and I'm like, yo, I got a headache. And I was like, maybe I'm hungry. And then I was thinking, I was making up all this because I was like, maybe I'm, because I drank coffee. I didn't drink coffee that day. I was like, maybe I got caffeine headache or some shit. I was making all this bullshit. And then I'm like, I go to the bathroom and I'm like adjusting the wig and I see that it's just left this fucking line throughout my whole head. And I'm like, oh, this shit is tight. It's fucking squeezing my brain. I was like, my brain was getting squeezed. And my feet and those heels, my feet were just getting torn the fuck. They actually went numb. I was like, people thought I was joking during the whole fucking, when I was wearing this. They were like, a lot of people kept asking me how your feet is. Like, how's your feet? How's your feet? I'm like, I was like, my toes went numb about an hour ago. And they were giggling, but in my head, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so serious. My toes. People always think I'm joking even when I'm serious. That's what's funny about me. I could get away with saying the craziest shit because people always think I'm joking, and a lot of the times I am serious. So I said that, and people just kept laughing, and since it's Halloween and we're going back to the Halloween, talk. It's funny, the compliment I kept getting. I didn't get the compliment. I got creativity compliments, which is awesome. But I was like, the one that I kept getting was, you walk pretty good in those heels, right? There was a lot of them kept saying that. I'm like, you walk really good in those heels, And then there's a couple girls that were like, I'll let you know this right now. I can't even walk in those heels. And I was like, I didn't know how to feel about that. I text wifey. I was like, I keep getting this compliment. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this because they're saying, they can't do it, but I can. And I'm like, that sounds like a compliment, but at the same time, I'm not supposed to learn how to walk in heels. So it was the weirdest compliment I kept getting. They were like, how are you still in those things? Because I was like, I'm going to fully commit to this costume. I'm going to fully commit. I'm going to wear it, the whole thing until, they announce a winner. Because, I didn't want to, start taking everything off. And then, I wanted to show them, I'm committed until the end. So, but yeah, don't think there was times that I didn't fucking take off those heels at the end of my desk. And I was like, letting my toes breathe. I was like wiggling my toes around to get the fucking numbness away so I could get feeling and shit again. But yeah, man, it was so fun. It was much needed fun. The office has been like fucking depressing lately. So depressing. I get off the phone and I talk to a friend of mine, who we're still trying to get our things together. I don't know what I just said, but it sounded weird. But anyway, still trying to get our things together. So, make our own, side money. But I was talking to him and he was like feeling the same way. And I was like, I don't know what that energy is about. But I was like, it's been so fucking depressing. But it was good to, get laughs and be silly for a day, So, I had a blast, and it looks like everybody else did, you know what I'm saying? I posted some of the comments people said, and I'm like, cool, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who sat by me, she was like, this day was great. She was much needed, and she was like, I think we owe it to Raphael, and I was like, that was super nice. I didn't even know what to say. When people say super nice shit to me like that, I never know what to say. I'm speechless. I'm like, oh, that was nice. But I was like, I'm glad we could laugh for a day. That's what Halloween's about, laughing for a day. Also, embarrassing our children a little bit, because that's what I'm about to do. We're about to go some trick-or-treating, and there's always this guy, right, in our neighborhood, he passes out apples to the kids, right? So he's been doing it for years. He doesn't change. He passes out apples. But let me tell you something. I don't know where this motherfucker gets his apples from. I don't know if he has an apple tree. These fucking apples are always delicious. I turn into a kid. Like, I'll probably just wear my costume and go trick-or-treating to him first, because I don't know where he has his apples. They say you're supposed to check shit like that. And, people put razor blades in them and all that shit. And I'm like, I never seen that, but that sounds insane. If anybody ever seen that, send me a picture, because I've been told that since I was a kid. Hey, I never saw a razor blade in my Jolly Rancher. I'm sure it's true, I'm sure they do that because whoever, said that, it might have been true. But it's just like, you ever seen a fucking razor blade in your Laffy Taffy? I want to know that, people. Let me know if you ever seen some crazy shit like that. But yeah, I cut the apple just to make sure there's no razor blades in there. But then he could put poison in it. I don't fucking care. Let me just tell you about it. These fucking apples are delicious. I always tell my kids, go to the Apple Man. Go to the fucking Apple Man, because his apples off the chain. But anyway, yeah, I'm curious to know that. If you ever seen razor blades in your fucking Reese's Pieces, let me know. And your Reese's Pieces, let me know. But anyways, we're about to hit the 30-minute mark, and I am going to end it. And like I said, happy Halloween, everyone. And your boy's gonna come back with I got some topics, man. We're gonna talk some crazy shit. We're gonna talk some, a lot of shit. I mean, I got kinks on here. Talk about some crazy kinks that people have. I got some stuff about twerking. I got stuff about how you feel about when your rapper, your favorite singer, your favorite comedian, they have something that they did bad. Like they're raping or doing beating women or some shit like that. How do you feel afterwards about them? Do you still listen to their music? Do you still watch their shows? I'm curious to know about that. But yeah. So those are all the topics coming up, and if Tanza's watching, she's gonna be on here too. So I'll probably save the kink episode for her. But that's about it. So as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe, please. Tell your friends about me. People keep saying I'm funny and shit, and just let your friends know. The more, the merrier. If they don't watch this, tell them to watch my other shit that I post. All the stupid shit I post, it. Tell them to watch that, and that's it, guys. Happy Halloween, and I will see you on the next one later.
Oh, don't be angry.
I'm not angry. I think it's funny.